Okay, so today we're going to go through a cold email funnel, or in fact, a cold to warm to closed funnel, a call booking funnel, if you will. Now, how this works is you basically collect up a whole list of leads. You can buy them online, you can scrape them from LinkedIn, you could do a web scrape, anything like that. And you get a list of, say, 5,000, 10,000 contacts, and then you plug them into Mailshake or any of those other similar programs, Woodpecker, Yesware, any of those will work, and you start them off on a campaign. Now, the only goal of that campaign is to get them to click something in the email. So you need to be offering value. You need to be giving a free video, need to be giving a PDF, a white paper, a to-do list, a checklist, anything like that, a webinar replay, something that they can consume within 10 to 15 minutes. Very, very easy for them to click and consume in their lunch hour. And you're not asking for the call straight away. That's the one big mistake that I see a lot of people making, is that they send a call campaign out, they ask for the call straight away, and if they don't get it, that's it. They just throw the list in the bin thinking it was no good. But that's the wrong way to go about it, because these people, they have no idea who you are. You haven't earned the right yet to have a 15-minute call with them and to have 15 minutes of their time taken up in a call where you're probably going to sell to them. So you need to just basically look at a cold outreach campaign as a putting their hand up type campaign. You just want them to click. That's all you're trying to get. The click is the interest. And generally with Mailshake, you might have 5 or 6 campaigns running. You might send them out a couple of days apart for your list, and then a month's time, 2 months' time, anyone that hasn't converted to having clicked an email, you would then follow up with a slightly different campaign. Might be a slightly different pain point, something else that they may not have thought of, etc. And you'll do that for every couple of months for an entire year, or even 2 or 3 years, depending on how good the list quality is. But generally, a list that you buy will be burnt within a year, because you've taken out all the good leads, and everything that's left in there is just chaff. It's got no quality in it. Nothing good will come of it after about a year. So that's the cold outreach side of things. Now, as soon as they click, what happens is Zapier then sends those leads across to ActiveCampaign. And ActiveCampaign will then start a nurture sequence. And the whole goal of that nurture is to start sending people that are interested in your offer. They've clicked, they're interested in finding out more. So you can assume that they want to find out more, that they've opted in if they have clicked. That's a pretty safe bet. So they click, they start getting some more nurture emails. These are a couple of days apart. You could add in some additional logic here. If they open it, then send the next one within a day. If they don't open it, then send it 5 days later. So you can add in some extra logic like that. But the whole point of this is to get them to open a series of emails and to build up some rapport, to deliver some value to them. So this particular funnel, we've got them coming into the nurture. That runs for 30 days, 60 days or so. And then after that, they go into the 6-month follow-up. And that's just a 1 email a month follow-up, just to check in. We've already built the relationship. We've got the rapport there. They know who we are, what we do, what we're for. And we're just checking in, just feeling their temperature once a month, just to see if they're ready to book that call yet. Now, in all the footers of these emails, we're asking them to book the call. It's not the main part of the email. The main part of the email is delivering value. It's education. It's free videos, free courses, free ebooks, case studies, testimonials. It's just information that they themselves will find valuable because they have expressed interest in getting this problem solved. So if you're a tax accountant, it's coming up to tax time, you might have a sequence of emails here that are all about tax planning, how to get the most tax back at the end of the year, tax loopholes to watch out for, changes to the tax system, all those sort of things. That would be what goes into the nurture, because it builds up trust in who you are. Now, on top of this, we've also got scoring. So they'll go through, they get all these emails, they click in, they go to the website, they might click around the website a few times. Any of those actions, once they're inside of ActiveCampaign, they start to get scores. And once they get to a certain score, then they will be sent across to Pipedrive. They'll also start another sequence of emails that is asking specifically for that call, because they've got to the score level, but they haven't booked the call yet. So we're assigning a task for a manual follow-up. We're sending an email to our admin team to reach out to these people. And then we're also starting them on another trip that's just trying to get that demo booked, get that call booked with the person. Once that call is booked, then everything stops. The whole system shuts off until they have the call, and then there's a post-call sequence that follows up with them after that. And then if they become a customer, then we've got an onboarding sequence and a customer marketing sequence, and all those other things as well. So that's pretty much the whole funnel A to Z, how it works. Of course, there's lots of integrations, there's lots of APIs, things that happen in the background. It's not as easy as I've just explained it, but that's the top level view of a cold outreach email funnel that is guaranteed, as long as the list is reasonable quality, guaranteed to fill your pipeline with calls. And at the very least, it's going to filter out from, say, 10,000 contacts down to 1,000 or 500 contacts that are your most likely to convert, because we know that they're engaged. We know their lead score. We know how active they are with this problem, how many emails they've opened, clicked, times they've visited the site, etc. All pushes their score up, and the higher their score is, and if they haven't booked that demo yet, then we know that they're going to be really eager to book the demo, and they're going to convert pretty easily if they've got a high score, because they're so interested and invested already. And for anyone that has a low score that doesn't reach the scoring threshold, we just continue to market to them. As long as they keep opening our emails, if they don't unsubscribe, they're just going to keep getting emails and text messages and whatever else we want to send them over time, because it might change 6 months down the track. Their business might take a turn for the worse, and then they suddenly need our product, or they've got some extra cash flow, whatever it is. So it's important that once you've got these people on your list, that you continue to market to them, because circumstances may not be right at the moment, but in 6 months, a year, 2 years down the track, things change, and leads that didn't convert within the first 6 months, they quite often will convert after a year or 2 years of hearing from you, if they're still in your list. And that's another reason why you don't want to be going for the jugular in every single email. You don't want to just be book a call, book a call, book a call. People get really bored of that, and they'll unsubscribe because it's really spammy and salesy. But if you're delivering value, they've got this problem that they're interested in, and you're showing them every email, here's a little bit more about how to solve that problem. Here's how someone else did it. Here's what you need to know, what you need to look out for. Then they're going to open your emails. Then over time, you build that relationship. And when they're finally ready to get that problem solved, you're going to be the first person that they think about and the first person that they book in for a call. So I hope that gives you a really good idea of sort of the top level view of this funnel. I'm not going to show you any of the campaigns or anything behind this, because obviously it's the client's funnel, but that's the general gist of how it all works. If you are interested in building out a call funnel or a cold outreach funnel, then I'd love to speak with you. It's a very simple project. I build them all the time. And if you're in any sort of consulting business, small business, B2B, business to business, enterprise, then this funnel is really what you need to get leads into your pipeline and to get them in consistently and cheaply as well. Even if they're coming in through ads, they can start your nurture, etc. They don't just have to come in through that scraped list. They can come in through many different ways. Your contact form, all those things can just go into this funnel and then start the whole process off. So if you're interested in that, book in for a free call, and we'll be able to discuss your project and see if we can work together. I'll talk to you soon.
Hi, I'm Mitch Bayless, and if you're looking for someone to help you with your business automation, then click the button below to schedule your free call today. And if you found this video useful, remember to click like, and also subscribe to our channel for more videos.